From armor and weapons to rings and necklaces, farming and crafting are great ways to advance your character in ESO, as well as increase your bank account. How is that, you might ask? Simple. Tempering alloy and chromium grains, or rather rubedite ore and platinum dust to be more specific. I'm Lord Kelbor, and welcome to your guide on how to get rubedite ore and platinum dust in ESO. If you're new to the channel, I make guides and PvP videos for ESO, and whenever I find games I enjoy, I'll be making other content for that as well. So after this video, stick around and check out some of my other guides. To start, let's go over a couple of things that are definitely beneficial to harvesting. The first is to make sure that you're maxed out on both metalworking and engraver. If you're unable to use mods, I would recommend getting Keen Eye for both ores and jewelry as well. This will help you see material nodes since it makes them give off kind of a glow. Next, under the lever tree of your champion points, you might want to consider spending about 75 points in order to get both Plentiful Harvest, which will give you a chance at double resources, as well as Master Gatherer, which reduces your harvest time by half. If you don't have champion points yet, don't worry, these are only helpful things and you can get away without them with no problem. The next benefit I know is only useful really to PC players, but there are a couple of mods that I do recommend if you're going to be out harvesting materials. The first is Votan's Minimap, which provides me with this minimap you see in the upper right hand corner of my screen. The second will be Harvest Map. This is the add-on that adds the pins both on the maps and compass, as well as an overlay that you can see in the world that hovers over material nodes. If you can't or don't use add-ons, this is where using the Keen Eye passives comes into play. And of course, if you find this guide helpful, let YouTube know by hitting that like button for me, and don't forget to subscribe for future videos and guides. And if you have your own farming route, let me know in the comments below. Let's get on with the route. This farming route is based in Khenarthi's route, which is here on the main map. We'll be starting at the Way Shrine here in Mistral. The basic route will begin from the west side of the Way Shrine, making a loop around this area. If there are a lot of players in the area, as there usually is, you can also expand this out a bit further. That will increase the time for the loop, but you won't have to compete with as many people for the resources. There are quite a few nodes here, some of which are actually doubled up in the same location. And since there are a lot of nodes around, there should be plenty for everyone to share. But if you are running into overcrowding, you can either expand your route or wait until players have thinned out a bit. I'm going to run this for about a half hour and see how much I get during that time frame. I've turned off the option that auto adds craft items to the crafting bag so we can get a little bit more accurate of an idea of what we get. So let's get to it. Alright, while we're running around, I'd like to thank you all for your support so far. It means a lot to me. As of making this video, we're sitting at about 26 subscribers, and although that number is very low compared to other YouTubers, I'm glad y'all have chosen to share the love. And if you're new here and you want to join our growing family, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's free to do, and you can always undo it later if you don't like the content. Now, I won't make you sit through all of this, so I'll go ahead and speed it up a bit for you. Okay, so that was a little over 30 minutes, and even included a little impromptu duel with someone while we were farming. So I was mainly going for ore and dust, but if other things happened to be in the way, I didn't really leave them. Out of what we were going for, it looks like we ended up with 153 platinum dust and 283 rubedite ore. We can either sell these at the guild trader for some gold to line our pockets, or we can refine them in order to get tempering alloys and chromium grains. On my server and in my guilds, I can sell the dust for about 130 each, and the ore goes for about 40 each. That would net us about 31,000 in about 30 minutes of work. And we did waste a bit of time with that duel, as well as kind of hanging around. If we average that out, that's roughly 62k per hour. Not too bad for something we can do while we're watching a bit of YouTube. I need the golden upgrade materials, so I'm going to go ahead and refine these in the hopes of getting some of those. I've been farming for a while. As you can see, I have quite a bit of raw materials in my bag, so for this I'm only going to refine what we just found, starting with the 150 platinum dust. Awesome, we got lucky and got a chromium grain out of that. And it was the last one I needed to make some plating. Only 10 more grains and I can upgrade my last ring to gold. Moving on to the rubidite ore, as you can see I have over 1400 pieces of ore, so let's go ahead and just refine the 280 that we got on this route. Let's see what we get. Excellent, we got some tempering alloy with that one as well as some of the other upgrade materials. So now you know one of my favorite spots for harvesting ore and dust. If you have a location that you prefer, let everyone know in the comments below. And if you're new here, welcome. I hope you found this guide useful, and if you did, hit that like button for me, as it definitely helps YouTube understand that I'm doing something right. With that being said, don't forget that little notification bell icon. That way YouTube knows that you want to know when I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day. I'm kind of in the middle of a video here, but okay, let's go.